Good morning. We're in a series on the Sermon on the Mount, and yesterday I talked about being salt and light. This is Jesus commissioning us as his kingdom followers, as both followers of king and kingdom, and that we're the ones who bring the kingdom, and that we do so by being salt and being light. Now, we're using the metaphor because it's really what Jesus is saying, is that when they see you, they see me. See you, see me. And so because of that, it's really important, I think, for us to start to reframe and to change our perspective. So we're going to dive into some of this week, because I think changing our perspective in terms of how we relate to our world is really important in this. An author named Becky Pippert wrote a book back in the 90s, maybe even the 80s, called Out of the Salt Shaker and Into the World. Out of the Salt Shaker and into the world. And it's a beautiful kind of metaphor, because it's like if salt is in a salt shaker, it's not doing anything or anybody any good. That the salt actually has to make contact with whatever that it is bringing out and enhancing the flavor in for it to do that. So the beautiful thing about this metaphor that Jesus is using is that he is saying, I want you to have lots of contact with lots of people. And so that begins by us reframing ourselves within our world. And so you've got people in your world that God has already strategically placed you in their world. And this is something I think we got to get our mindset around. You've been placed in a neighborhood. You've been placed in a family. You've been placed in a workplace. You've been placed in a school. You've been placed in a church. And all of these contexts, and ad infinitum, all of these contexts are contexts where God has already pre-programmed the people that he wants you to salt. And so part of that deal is for you to start seeing them as people to whom God has sent you to add flavor to their lives, to add, not just by making them feel bad about their sins, that's the Holy Spirit's job, but you and I, we flavor those relationships. We bring joy, we bring insight, we bring wisdom, we bring understanding, we bring mercy, we bring peace. We're peacemakers, where we bring comfort. All of those different things are ways that we are salty within our world. And so I want to ask you to begin to reframe the relationships that you have in that direction. And we'll talk about that some more tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me. God bless you.